It's currently 4:19 AM. We're in a hotel room in Folkestone, and after much kerfuffle and changes of plan yesterday, which you can watch all about here, we're heading to Disneyland Paris. We hope. Anna's in the shower and doesn't realise I'm talking to you. Let's go and see if we can get on this Eurotunnel. It's now 4:34 AM, we're just about to leave the hotel. All being well, the Eurotunnel leaves in 70 minutes, if we get there on time. This one's really tired, which makes her really grouchy. But she has got Mickey Mouse ears on, so I guess she's not 100% grouch, she's not gone full grouch. Well, the first thing we were afraid of has gone okay. There was no queue at all to book in here. We can't actually go and join the boarding queue or the passport control bit for 10 minutes, so we're just nipping into the little terminal place to see if there's a Starbucks or something open to grab a little coffee for the drive. Coffee and sausage back. Now nothing can go wrong. 5:31, we are on the Eurotunnel, ready for departure at 5:45, which should get us to France, was it 7:20 their time, which should get us to Disney by about 10:30 if traffic is good, which would be amazing. In other news, this one's now sulking and wants to go back to the hotel. Why?
I have no brushes.
She's brought loads of makeup with her, but left all her brushes in the hotel room. So we're going back there tonight. Silly bear. You have to put it on with your fingers.
You can't blend fingers.
I can.
No, you can't.
I can. Hello, France. Long time no see. I can see you waving in the reflection.
That's what I was saying.
We ended up leaving about 6 minutes late because they were trying to find a route, which
is straight.
Yeah, we both suggested just stay in the tunnel, but I guess they know what they're doing. We've just arrived. It's now 7:25 local time, so 6:25 on UK time, 7:25 local time, and according to SatNav, and this is, I think this is ambitious, but according to SatNav, we could be pulling into Disney
10:30
by 10:30, which is a good hour earlier than we were expecting to if we flew and then drove, which was what the original plan was. So fingers crossed, traffic is good and we don't get distracted by croissant service stations.
No, this is what you want.
Yeah, I want to find them. When we came back in May, they have.
That was in
May.
May,
This was from May. Chip sauce at McDonald's. You don't get that in the UK. I need to find a McDonald's that'll do me some chip sauce.
I wouldn't want to open this.
No, that's been sat in the car since May to remind me to get more of it. But we did eat some back in May as well.
We're looking for some Tic Tacs as well.
Yeah, there's what flavour of Tic Tacs was it? Licorice flavour Tic Tacs, which we've never seen anywhere other than one petrol station, which is about halfway between here and Paris. So we're going to try and remember which one it is and hope they still have the licorice Tic Tacs. Because even when we came to Belgium in the summer, we couldn't find them, could we? No. So fingers crossed for licorice Tic Tacs. 11:14 and we have arrived. I reckon we're probably 15 minutes earlier than we would have been if we'd have flown, and a good hour and a half earlier than we would have been on the original plan, which was to fly in and then get the train because of the awkward train times. So officially, despite all the kerfuffle yesterday, this is a win and is the best way to do it. I might change my mind at 1 in the morning when we're waiting to get back on the Eurotunnel. Are you crying yet?
No, why would I cry?
I only brought her here to make her cry. This is no fun.
No, if you manage to be rude, then
What, the fact that you've come in without him because you're a monster? It's so Christmassy! We are in, and it is so Christmassy here. Look at all the happy holidays, awesome stuff. We're deliberately not going through there to see the castle yet. We're going to have a look at the Christmas jumpers. We're trying to stay calm. If we launch straight into it, we're both going to get too giddy too quickly. I have my souvenir coin. I can go home now. We can go home now, or we could just hang out near this awesome, enormous Christmas tree and really Christmassy, beautifully decorated area. You want to look at that, not at me, don't you? This is why we wanted to come in December. It's so Christmassy! Christmas tree! They don't have that star you bought on the top.
They don't, no.
Yes, we got the tears. I did it. That was the whole purpose of the trip. We got her crying. You alright? We go, pat her on the head. The money shot. We're now hanging around to do something that we'd never get the opportunity to do with Andy, at least not anytime soon, because there's no way he'd sit and watch a parade. But there's a parade, apparently. And we're gonna go, well, stay and watch that. I love the snow! What did you think of your first parade then? It was awesome! We saw Santa! That was better than when he comes past our house. Parade complete. We're now going to right a wrong from when we were here earlier in the year, because the Buzz Lightyear laser blast ride was closed then. And according to the website, it's also going to be closed when we're back in May. So it's got a 25-minute queue at the moment. This might be our only chance to go on it, because I think it's getting renovated / replaced from what I was reading on the website. Well, we made it, what do you reckon, 15 seconds into the ride before we were evacuated. So I guess we're never going to get our go on Buzz. No, it's fine. We've got a yeah, it's a readmission ticket. It's fine, it says it on it.
What does that mean?
It means we can jump the queue, I guess. Wave it around and jump the queue, but I don't know that we'll bother. We waited for 45 minutes. There's other stuff we want to do. Very sad. I'm not actually sure why it was evacuated, because the messages they were putting out in English weren't really telling us anything. The French ones seemed to have a little bit more information. I picked up the words medical and doctor, so I guess someone had some kind of issue on there, which is fair enough. We can go back and jump the queue a little bit later on, but I don't know if we're going to come back to this park because it is now gone 1 o'clock. We want something to eat. We still haven't been over into Studios Park, which is one of the other big things Andy's not really keen on doing, so we want to spend a lot of the afternoon in there. So we will, I'm being told off. We're going to go find something to eat now. I'm so hungry I'll happily just eat popcorn. We couldn't exactly come at Christmas and not come in the Christmas shop. I don't know whether to get baubles or Christmassy themed cuddlies. There's so much Christmas stuff in this Christmas shop that we're in. What have you spotted? Yeah. What are you getting? Oh, frozen baubles. Awesome. Don't know if it was wise bringing them in here before we bought lunch. We might not be able to afford lunch. The woman in the Christmas shop took me to one side and told me I had to send Anna away and then come in here to buy her a Christmas present. I'm not sure how Anna would respond to a €600 glass Minnie Mouse. I think she'd probably yell at me. That castle that we're looking at there, €15,000. Do you want everything in this shop? I can probably get you a Buzz Lightyear beaker.
But they're only £20.
What would you do with it?
Look at it.
Oh no, she's seen the tiaras. They are reasonably priced actually if you want one. That one's only €20. You can wear it on Christmas Day.
Yes, I can, and be extra.
Come down and see the dragon.
I see you.
We still haven't had anything to eat, by the way. We keep getting distracted by awesome stuff, but I am in very real danger of wasting away at the moment. Which I guess would mean I could fit into a Disney princess dress. So there's advantages to this. Only a 10-minute wait for It's a Small World. That'll do. We are going to get on a ride and hopefully see it through to completion today. In fact, no queue at all. We just walk straight on. There's empty seats behind us. This is a shorter queue than it was with Andy's Green Pass that we had back in May. Best ride here by miles. Agreed?
No.
She's wrong. We can't do my favourite ride without also doing Anna's favourite ride. Plus, Andy absolutely hated this one when we came in the summer. So I suspect we won't be coming on Pirates of the Caribbean again with him. So we're going to make the most of being able to go on it now.
We still haven't eaten and that smells amazing, and I'm tempted to jump out of the boat and just take someone's food off them, because we know the food in there is awesome.
Yeah, they have fruit soup.
They do.
Bring up the old show. Yo ho, yo ho, the pirate's life for me.
I enjoy every part of that ride apart from the bit where it drops down. Don't like the drop. Don't like adrenaline. But in other news, still haven't eaten, but we did get a bag of crisps in the shop off the back of that ride. It is 2:30 and we've been up since 4. And Anna's not eaten at all, and I got a sausage bath at Starbucks before 5 AM. So we're hungry. Do you want that for your advent calendar next year?
Yes, I do.
I've made a purchase I wouldn't have been able to make if we'd have been flying, because he's like almost the size of my hand luggage. I walked out of the shop, saw Anna for a second. She yelled princesses. Now she's somewhere in this crowd watching whatever's happening here. I'm not going to see her again for a little while, I don't think. We're finally getting to eat hot dogs from Casey's Corner and just soaking in all the Christmassy awesomeness around us while we eat them. Dinner consumed. We're now hoping to head over to Studios. However, we're coming through the arcade here, so there's every chance this will take us like 3 hours. So we'll keep going in every shop we see. In which case we might just get to the other end, turn around, come back in again for the illuminations later, and not bother with Studios at all. The reason I got tickets for Studios as well is because Andy didn't really enjoy it when we were here in the summer, but that could just be because it was the second day, he'd had enough, he was ready to go home. He might not have enjoyed this park then. They've got the rock. Excellent. And I think browsing around shops is something that's actually harder to do with him than going around the parks will be the next time we're here. So, shops. I've been waiting at this till for ages trying to get some service. This guy's a joker. We've made it into Studios then, which very sadly doesn't appear to be Marvel themed anymore. Like last time, the Captain Marvel statue out the front's gone. I imagine my Groot biscuit that I missed out in the summer is not going to be here anymore either. But I've got some Christmas stuff up, which I guess that sort of makes up for it. What are you aiming for in here then?
In here?
Looks like they still have them, but this is closed. There's a Groot biscuit just the other side of this glass, which I am tempted to shatter. Or maybe go to this other place that Anna's just found that might have them. No joy with the Marvel biscuits, very sad. Did get a crepe and a coffee though, very happy. We're now in the part of the Studios park that we may have passed through it really briefly before, but certainly by this stage we were rushing around, we didn't get a proper look. So we're going to have a little bit of exploring here. The sun is already setting. It is only 4:20, which I guess, to be fair, it will be setting now at home as well. And the sun is going to disappear very soon. This park closes at 6, I think, and the other one closes at 7. And then we've got the illuminations. Typical, we've finally eaten, having queued for ages to get hot dogs, which were okay, and a crepe which was okay.
And the next thing we do is stumble into a Christmas market full of food stalls that look amazing and have no queues. We're hoping they continue the no queue theme as we head towards the Ratatouille ride. Well, that was great until about halfway through when I started to feel super sick. Don't go on the Ratatouille ride if you get motion sickness. Oh. Yeah, it was great, and then it wasn't very quickly. Anna's now getting photos of everything that looks like old-timey Fallout stuff, including those petrol pumps. This is my favourite shop in the whole park because it's over in the Studios part. Marvel stuff everywhere. What have you got there, Anna? You got yourself a baby Groot?
I don't.
Loads of Marvel stuff in here. It's brilliant. I could spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds in here. You can also build your own Star Trek glow stick in here, which I guess that has its own unique appeal.
Don't say that here. That's not very nice.
Anna's just in the queue getting herself her baby Groot and a Captain Marvel t-shirt for Andy, which will go nicely with the Captain Marvel hat I've just bought for myself. Love the Marvel shop. There is now officially not a chance we could have flown home in the morning with the amount of stuff we've been buying. Everything's worked out for the best. Worryingly, we've now ended up in Pandora. No sparkly jewellery for you.
That one.
You already got a trip to Disneyland.
This is for you.
Well, it's just gone 5:30. We just had a very pleasant couple of hours in the studio park. We're now gonna hit the Disney Village for a little while, do a little bit of shopping, and then head back into the Disneyland park ready for the illuminations, which are park close, which today is 7 o'clock. And then once they're done, we're then going to drive all the way back to Calais and cross back to England again. This is such a bad idea. We don't have time to do the whole Disney Village today, but this was our absolute favourite shop when we were here before. So we've got to spend the last of our spensies in here. Total change of plan. So hot in there, they've cranked the heating up way too far. And of course we're all wrapped up in our coats. We'll have a wander down into the rest of the village. Look at the outside of the shops. Looks like we have a little bit of a Christmas market situation going on here in the Disney Village. You can taste the gingerbread in the air. Anna has her eyes on some light up Eiffel Towers. So she's... So we're on our way back in for illuminations. To be honest, the view from here is pretty impressive. This will do. Okay, so this place at Christmas at night, pretty spectacular. Everywhere's so pretty at night time at Christmas. We have trees. We have a person trying to have their picture taken that I'm in the way of. We have a huge crowd of people and I don't know why. What is going on here? We seem to have walked back in on something because we can't get down towards the castle. Main Street seems blocked off and I don't know why. So, having investigated, it seems like there's going to be some kind of light show around the Christmas tree, which is just there, which is then immediately followed by the illuminations down at the castle. So we're trying to pick a spot where we can see the tree, but also then get a decent spot for the castle afterwards, which is probably close to impossible to achieve. Well, that's a pretty cool show. We're too close to be able to show it properly on camera. The tree does look awesome though. The camera doesn't do it justice at all, and they've got the snow going again, which is awesome.
Thank you. Wonderful, best day ever, right? Oh my gosh. It's like the Pascal, right? Yeah.
Are you happy now?
Everyone, I love your Christmas ears. It's coming up. Goodbye.
Happy holidays, everyone! Ho, ho, ho! That's made the whole trip for you, hasn't it? Okay, we were not expecting an up close and personal with the Disney princesses straight afterwards. As soon as they came over, Anna just burst into tears. It was brilliant. That was worth the price of the trip, all for itself. Last job then is to try and find a good spot for the illuminations while simultaneously hoping it doesn't rain and that it doesn't start too late because we've got to head back. But I suspect we have already checked if we miss the 120 euro tunnel, which is, I mean, that's pretty unlikely, I would suggest. If we do, there's one at 3:30ish. Just sleep in the terminal. 15 minutes until illuminations. It seems like an acceptable spot. Well, considering we're dumb enough to come in the middle of December, I don't think we've done too badly that the only rain came during the illuminations. We're pretty wet now, but we were also so close to the front that I thought my beard was going to get singed off by the pyro. But that was awesome, very, very cool. And obviously we're now in a big crowd of people trying to get back to the car. And say bye-bye to Disneyland Paris at Christmas. And we're not getting tears this time. It's rubbish because she knows we're coming back in May. But it won't be Christmas. We won't never see it at Christmas again, ever.
Maybe. We'll be seeing it in Americas.
I think I've had all the tears I'm going to get out of her today.
We've nearly died 3 times.
Doing this all in one day is a bad idea. After a mammoth drive, we've made it back to Calais just before midnight. There isn't an earlier train, unfortunately, which is very upsetting because we've now got an hour and 25 minutes. We've got an hour and 25 minutes wait before ours, so we can't even go and join the queue to get on it for 52 minutes. So it's very tempting just to have a 52-minute nap in the car, but there's no guarantee we're waking up. So yeah, we're gonna go into the terminal. Nothing was going to be open in there. I kind of wish we'd just had some dinner at in the Disney Village and left an hour late, but there's no way of knowing. Traffic's been fine. We had a little bit of rain, but we've now been up. How long have we been up? We've been up a long time, and we've got a couple of hours left yet. We're back on the train. I'm so tired. It's 1:10. Should be in bed in an hour. We're back in England. It's 1 AM and we're 11 minutes from bed.
You've had a nap.
Yeah.
Half an hour. I've not slept since 4 AM.
I've been napping on here. I don't want to drive now. I might just ask if I can stay on here all night. And 22 hours and 40 minutes after the alarm went off, we are back in the same hotel room in Folkestone. I need to go to bed. That was a long day. I don't think I recommend doing that all in one day and sleeping in England, both sides of it. That being said, I'm super glad we did. But now I really need to sleep. Have you had a good day? She's had a good day.